Hello and welcome to this video on the top UFO sightings over LA. We're excited to bring you this video, which is a compilation of some of the most intriguing and well-documented UFO sightings in the Los Angeles area. From eyewitness accounts to government reports, we'll explore these sightings and the people involved to give you a comprehensive look at these unexplained events. The Battle of Los Angeles, February 24–25, 1942. The event occurred on February 24–25, 1942, just 3 months after the United States entered World War II. At around 2:25 a.m. on February 25, air raid sirens sounded throughout Los Angeles, and anti-aircraft artillery began firing into the sky. Over 1,400 rounds of ammunition were fired during the next hour, in what was believed to be an attack by Japanese warplanes. However, despite the intense barrage, no planes were shot down, and no enemy aircraft were ever found. The incident caused widespread panic and confusion, and there were reports of civilian casualties as a result of the firing. They point to eyewitness accounts of a large, glowing object in the sky, as well as photographs that appear to show a saucer-shaped object hovering over the city. To this day, the true nature of the objects seen over Los Angeles that night remains a mystery and a topic of debate among UFO enthusiasts and historians alike. The 1952 UFO sightings in LA, July 12–29, 1952. On the night of February 24–25, 1942, only a few months after the United States had entered World War II, Los Angeles was on high alert. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor, there were fears that the city could be targeted by Japanese forces. At around 7:15 p.m., an object was spotted over Santa Monica and a warning was issued. Just after 3 a.m., the city's air raid sirens went off, and the military began firing anti-aircraft shells into the sky. For the next hour, the sky over Los Angeles was filled with artillery bursts and searchlights. Despite the intense barrage, no enemy planes were ever found, and the military declared that the incident was a false alarm. However, eyewitnesses described seeing a large, round, glowing object in the sky, which appeared to be moving slowly and silently. Some witnesses claimed that they saw the object being hit by anti-aircraft fire, but that it did not appear to be damaged or affected by the gunfire. In recent years, some UFO researchers have suggested that the 1942 Great Los Angeles air raid was actually an encounter with an extraterrestrial spacecraft. They point to eyewitness accounts of a large, glowing object in the sky, as well as photographs that appear to show a saucer-shaped object hovering over the city. The true nature of the objects seen over Los Angeles that night remains a mystery to this day, and the incident continues to be a topic of debate and fascination for UFO enthusiasts and historians alike. On the night of August 16, 1949, a group of officers at the Los Angeles Air Force Base witnessed a series of unusual events. They reported seeing several glowing objects in the sky, which appeared to be flying in formation. The objects were described as being round or oval-shaped, and emitting a bright, white light. The witnesses estimated that the objects were flying at an altitude of about 10,000 feet, and traveling at a speed of around 200 miles per hour. The officers immediately contacted the control tower at the nearby Long Beach Municipal Airport, and a searchlight was trained on the objects. The searchlight reportedly illuminated the objects for several minutes, before they suddenly disappeared from sight. The incident was investigated by the Air Force, but no explanation was ever given for the strange sightings. Interestingly, the Los Angeles Air Force Base incident was one of several UFO sightings reported in the area in the late 1940s and early 1950s. The 1974 LAX UFO sighting, May 18, 1974. On May 18, 1974, a group of people at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, reported seeing a strange object in the sky. The object was described as being a bright, white light that was larger than a star and appeared to be hovering in one spot. The object was first spotted at around 11 p.m., and over the course of the next several hours, it was seen by dozens of witnesses, including pilots, air traffic controllers, and law enforcement officials. Some witnesses reported that the object appeared to be rotating or pulsating, while others described it as having a solid shape. The incident was investigated by the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, but no explanation was ever given for the strange sighting. Some UFO researchers have suggested that the incident was evidence of extraterrestrial activity, while others have suggested that it could have been caused by a weather balloon or other natural phenomena. Interestingly, the LAX sighting occurred during a period of heightened UFO activity in the United States, with numerous sightings being reported across the country in the early 1970s. The 1978 Manhattan Beach UFO sighting, August 13, 1978. On the evening of August 13, 1978, multiple witnesses in Manhattan Beach reported seeing a large, glowing object in the sky. The object was described as being about the size of a football field and emitting a bright, white light. According to witnesses, the object appeared to be hovering over the ocean before suddenly shooting up into the sky at a high rate of speed. Some witnesses reported seeing smaller objects or lights flying around the larger object. The incident was investigated by the Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, which collected testimony from several witnesses and conducted an analysis of the sighting. However, no definitive explanation was ever given for the strange object. Interestingly, the Manhattan Beach sighting occurred during a period of increased UFO activity in Southern California, with numerous sightings being reported in the region in the late 1970s. The incident also received widespread media coverage and helped to fuel public interest in the phenomenon of UFOs. The 1991 Malibu UFO sighting, March 13, 1991. On the evening of March 13, 1991, multiple witnesses in the Malibu area reported seeing a strange object in the sky. The object was described as being triangular in shape and emitting a bright, white light. According to witnesses, the object was approximately 200 feet long and was flying at a low altitude over the Pacific Ocean. Some witnesses reported seeing smaller objects or lights flying around the larger object. The incident was investigated by the Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, which collected testimony from several witnesses and conducted an analysis of the sighting. However, no definitive explanation was ever given for the strange object. Interestingly, the Malibu sighting occurred during a period of increased UFO activity in Southern California, with numerous sightings being reported in the region in the early 1990s. The incident also received widespread media coverage and helped to fuel public interest in the phenomenon of UFOs. Some researchers have speculated that the object was a secret military aircraft, while others believe that it could have been evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a comment with your thoughts on these sightings.